Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Acif Pradipta from English Education, Pekalongan University. My MBM is 09190134001. Okay, and we will tell about international journal. Okay, I choose international journal is titled Speaking for Professional content. Okay, many parts. First is abstract. Second, introduction. Third, objective of the study. Fourth, methodology. Fifth, research findings. I will start from abstract. Okay, abstract. The purpose of this research were 1. To study and compare speak skill of the grade 11 student using 3 communicative and activities, and 2. To study the student attitude toward teaching English speaking skill using the 3 communicative active. The sample group consisted of the 50 students at a secondary school in the Udon, Thailand. Classified by high, medium, and low according to their abilities of English speaking proficiency level. The design of the research were mixed method. Design of the quantitative data came from the speaking the student attitude toward teaching English speaking. The quantitative data were from a learn long, a semi-structured interview, and a teaching journal. One group present protest design was to also employ the research, the instrument were a lesson plan, an English speaking abilities test, and attitude question presented mean standard deviation, and t-tests for dependent sample were employed to analyze data quantitatively. The research findings were follow. 1. The student English speaking abilities for using the 3 communicative activities were significantly high, and before they use pre-test. Okay, pre-test 60.80, post-test 85.83. To student attitude toward teaching English speaking skill and using the 3 communicative activities were rated good. Okay, next. Okay, next, introducing English teaching. English teaching and learning had the goals of focusing students so they are able to use English for communicative and or taught from furthering their student. I'm foreign language teaching and learning ability to speak the most essential skill, since it is the basic communication. Speak skill can be developed through communicative activities. The language activities are important factor in teaching language for communication. 3 communication need help solve the problem. Communicative activities can motivate the learn and establish good relationship. between the teacher and the student, as well as among students by their knowledge, raising a sportive environment for language learning. Okay, next slide. Okay, objectives of the study. Okay, this study had three objectives. First, to study and compare English speaking skill using three communicative active: discussion, problem solving, and role playing of grade 11 students before and after learning. Second, to study the student attitude toward teaching English speaking skill using the three communicative active. Okay, next slide. Fourth. Okay, slide 4, methodology. Okay, in this part, there are 4 parts. First, scope of study, instrument. Okay, second, third, data collection, and 4, data analysis. Okay, we start scope of study. Okay, 1. The sample we are 40 grade 11 student of Satri Rahinulhid School, Udon, Thailand. Second, the pattern variable was teaching English speaking skill using three communicative, active, independent variable way student English speaking abilities and attitude toward teaching English speaking using three communicative, active. Okay. Second, instrument. The instrument employed in study were lesson plans. A test of English speaking abilities was used, pre-test and post-test. Second, an attitude questionnaire. Third, student learn log. Okay. 4, a semi-structured interview. And finally, fifth, teacher journal. Okay. Data collection. Data was collected and the study done in the authentic classroom. A test of English speaking abilities test was employed as a pre-test. Okay. 4, data analysis. Qualitative and quantitative analysis were done. The quantitative analysis were from a test of English speaking abilities and then attitude questionnaire. The qualitative analysis was a draw from the student learn log, a semi-structured interview, and the teacher journal using a 3-guided method. Okay, next slide. 4, research and findings. The pretest mean score was 60.80% and the post-test mean score was 85.63%. The student English speaking abilities for the after using the three communicative and active with significantly higher, and then the near used the student attitude toward teaching English speaking using the three communicative active was rated as good. Okay, next slide is a discussion. Finally, discussion. Okay, the study produced the several important results. These are discussed below. The post-test mean the score of the student speaking abilities was significantly higher and then the pre-test, but after the employing the three communicative active discussion, problem solving, and role playing characteristics of the active may have and corrected interaction among the students in the language classroom. This would afford opportunity for language practice. The teacher arrange for language function such as asking for the doctors. The types of the activity can afford the student experience using the language of real communication. This idea was considered with eight, where the purpose that a lot should know the purpose of the speaking, what to speak, with who and where to speak, and who to use appropriate language. In the study, the content of the language of the three activities were carefully selected to suit the syllabus, the learned age and language level, and to create challenge for the learners to gain experience. Teaching English speaking skill using the three communicative active is a learning method focusing of the learner centered study work a small group divided by their language proficiency easy, high, medium, and low level. Using the technique, students can have an opportunity to work together, providing help to others while performing the activity. The atmosphere in working in the group can lessen their affair in making mistakes when speaking English. Students in the group can support others and learn needing help. They can express themselves successfully while working in the group. This can lead to self-monitoring, more confident in speaking, and enjoyment can emerge the two participants more in learning. The result of this study spot the effectively of these three communicative active in developing English speaking skills. Difference conducted a study of the development of English speaking skill using two communicative active: information, get and drop. Playing the sample where 38 second year business English student of the Udon Thai Graduate Institute in Thailand. The result of the study that the student English speaking skills were significantly higher after using these two communicative active. Student intensive interaction was effective in developing speaking English profession. Okay, is all my international journal. Okay, I think enough for the presentation. Okay, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.